Guys, don't do what I do and watch Orange right after you finish Tales of Zestiria the Cross. Don't do that. Please don't do that, man, because it's been quite apparent, happening more and more every episode, with the animation derps. However, with this episode, everything, almost every single scene was utter crap. What happened? I was joking around with Wukong and Kukala, and we were just all like, hey, they probably spent all their budget on the fireworks. But oh my gosh, man. Oof. Oh, that was just bad. Like, it's not even just background characters, because, you know, I can get over background characters, because, you know, sometimes it can be hard, you know, say, it's a scene when they're far away and stuff, and it's hard to draw the faces on you know, the tiny heads. Like, I can understand that, that's fine. It's just that there's close-ups, or just regular medium shots with, you know, the torso up, and you just see Taka, they screw up Taka's face 90% of the time, and she deserves better because Taka best girl, but literally her eyes are so squinted and uneven, and Azu's eyes are big moe eyes. Oh my gosh, just the animation this episode was so bad. That does not ruin the story, it doesn't. The story itself, there's progression with this episode, except the animation. It's just way too apparent to ignore. I had to bring this up. Yes, animation is not everything, but it was just too much. Like, the fact that we actually got man service this episode, but it was screwed up. Literally, Sua's body looked like blocks, and then you had his head. I was like, what is that? Like, oh man, this episode's animation was bad, just bad. I really hope it picks up. It's just been progressively getting worse every episode, and then just episode was just, they did not have the money. They did not have the money, unless maybe they had a new director this episode. I don't know, maybe they did. That's all I have to say animation-wise. But there was story progression, because Kakadu asked Naho out. At first he was being a little teasing, like we're just really trying to get back at her because he refused to hold Naho's hand. And then Azu, which I'm really glad that we got some Azu focus with how she receives her letters and stuff with the drawings and everything. I was like, yo, that's so Azu. And Azu, I just love her energy and everything. And like when she got the umbrella, she remembered in the letter about her past Azu giving the umbrella to Kakadu, and then Naho and Kakadu, they like did not share an umbrella. So this time when Hagita gave her the umbrella, she's just like, Hagita, what is this? Oh man, Azu's so funny, and how like she just her banters with Hagita is hilarious as well. I ship them more and more. But Azu is love, don't get me wrong. Just Taka best girl, especially after the dialogue last week. Like, come on. Or no, it was last week or the week before, whichever was the one when she, you know, called out on Ueda. Just pure amazement. So Naho and Kakadu shared an umbrella. That's one of my favorite things when it comes to romance anime. One of my favorite cliches that just has to happen every single romance anime, otherwise I will not be satisfied, is the umbrella scene when they have to share an umbrella, and then the guy, what usually happens, the guy's shoulder will get wet because he's really trying to cover the girl, making sure that she isn't getting wet or anything, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I just loved how close they were, and then of course Naho has to freak out because, oh my gosh, we're getting too close. Oh my gosh, she just spasms out. Honestly, Naho is turning into worst girl. She's gonna start to tie with Ueda for worst girl, honestly. But just Naho spasms, man. I swear, the amount of times she smacked Kakadu. Oh my gosh, man. But so then they decide to dry off under this, you know, I don't know, stand thing, I don't know what you want to call it, this shed, I guess. And so they were standing under there, and then Kakadu, he asked Naho out. And I'm just like, progression. Yes. Yes. We're saving Kakadu. Things are going great, man. And then they held hands. Life was good. They even tied each other's, bandanas and everything. Everything was going great. But then we found out that, no, everything isn't great. I gotta stop treating Kakadu's depression so lightly. Because time and time again, we see that even though, yes, things are looking up, things are going great, Kakadu's smiling, he's laughing, having a great time. But he really has some heavy depression on him. And yeah, his grandma came over, great, but there's still his mom in the back of his head. And I'm not gonna tell him to get over it. I'm not gonna be like, yo, man up. Like, no, this was his mother. And even though his friends have talked to him about this, still, he's just really sad, and I now see that it's going to take a lot of work to save Kakadu. He said that he's okay with Suwa dating Naho, even though they're going out now. It shows you that he still doesn't care that much about life just yet. He's not fully happy. And then when Naho was going to treat his wound, this time he smacked her, so that was a change. But yeah, he smacked her hand away and said that he would be fine and walked away. This is really gonna take a lot of work, man. I have no idea what these guys are gonna do, but they all have each other's back. They are the tightest crew, remember that. So hopefully they can succeed and they can do it real soon, maybe? I don't know, I guess we can't really rush things, but yeah. That was this episode. Catch you tomorrow as I review Danganronpa 3 Mirai and live react to Mob Psycho 100. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.